I'm going to see now Beis Hashem is part of Samach Gimel Me'alacha Hey Perik Achad Asar Lacha Shem Gilil Omer Oilam Michra Kayim, and she gives back a dinner for the Yosh. We're talking here that she sold a karka that's worth $101 for only $100, and she took away a thing that doesn't belong to her, so she has to, the whole mekach is bottled. Shmuel says no. She can tell them, look, I'm going to give you back $1. I took from you too much. I took from you an extra $1. שתהיה שם כדי שתשאי בסודה בשתישס kabel, and begin the base chatzika, the bekiva base roiva. Halacha is that there's a certain amount of soda that's normal that a person wants to use. So let's say she sold too much, but she can tell the Yisoyman, look, it's anyway not worth this to keep this piece of property. You anyway have to sell it. So I'm going to give you the $1. I'm going to give you cash. Even if I would not have sold it, wouldn't been a tishas kabim. So it's oimed l'machira. It's oimed to turn it into cash. So I'm going to give you right now the cash of that piece that I sold shloikadin. You don't need the karka. The karka is not worth to keep. Only the last sale is no good, because last sale she had no right to sell a piece of karka that's more than her value. She only deserves to get 100. She sold a piece of karka that's worth 101. What happens? One star, she wrote down all these sales. Sale 1, 2, 3, and 4. Do we say since one mekach is bottled, everything is bottled, or not? It's a similar story. Person gives away also nechasim for two people, and the Adam that chasm the star matana shein lezeh psul lezeh. He wants to give nechasim for two individuals, two separate individuals, not related to each other. And one of these people, the Adam are related to one of these people, and they signed the sale. The we can divide it. So if we say the same applies to this case if you sold for all the 4 people in the same star. One mekach is bottle, do we say that all the other 3 are bottle? Famous Mishnah, it's about Mitzvah. Danke bei Ache, es Paugen im Chananya haben der Bonn war. Chadam Yos Omer Blaz Chananya. This question is if Blaz's raya is a valid raya. Brings a raya from Sechta Makis to this din that we're talking about a star. You give star matona for 2 people, and the Edom are kroivim for one of the 2. So we say bottom Mitzvah, bottom kula. Manam Yos Omer Blaz Naski Edis Echad Ish Echad. It's the same like that thing that there's an Edis Echad. The Edom say about the person, and one of them are apostle, the whole thing is possible. Only so I'm lazar and ask you naked Edom kshein lazar psum. Shtar she Edom kreim lazar choykim lazar doing the base kit Edis. And that's like one Edis. It's 2 separate things here, because they're talking about 2 separate people. So we divide them into 2 separate areas. Shuma de yon, shepichsu shtus, or yesiru shtus, micham. This is the din at Bezen makes a shuma, but they made a wrong shuma. They evaluated the karka instead of $60, said it's worth $50, or they said it's worth $70, and they sold it, and the care got ripped off. Milchem but Bezen made such a mistake. Either sold it for a sixth less or a sixth more, it's bottled. No. That's the din of a Bezen. Bezen, even if they made a mistake, it still stays. Also be carried as a deed of inspection, a flip machel showed that money was sign of money, it's called a chroza. If you made a chroza, and that's a different thing. Chroza makes everything happens after a chroza. That's the final price. That's considered a good price. Either sold for very much or for very little, doesn't matter. Kamadat Omer Behedid, so this piece of the Gemara, I'm going to cut it off, doesn't come into here, it belongs a little bit further. Let's first put it here. Belongs right after this piece of Gemara. The flying ahead yet, and here it comes this piece. Here it should come. Okay, let's see what we're up to here. Sag die Gemara, let's start. Taunt in Shumas Yisayim, Tashim Yom, Shem Hegdish, Shem Yom Achizim, Bekever, Omer Shleshim, Yedei Apel Kach Yisayim, His Yetz, Shleshim, Yachar Koich, Gamelech, Maria Koich. People are going to be mezalzel. But my Apel Hegdish Kar. Shani Hegdish HaToyf, Mish Kvar Omer Machir Gavoye, Niyach Las, Chizel Ilm. Al Hegdish Hegefam had that's done 30 days, this is done 60 days. I'm not choish that the price is going to go down. So whoever set a number, a high number, has to stick to it. Omer Rabbi Yudin. So here, it should go this piece here. So Mother Omer had to be Kakash Flesh and Talkmat Stills. So Hegdish Kakash Tuz and Talkmat Yud base. So he's saying here, interesting halacha, that, and this is, halacha makes sense, the Rashbag, alright? That the klal is that it doesn't go all the way, only till shlish. Shtus is not a no, but even Rashbag is more that shlish is a no. By Hegdish, we go more, we say, Ikarka at shtus. It's keflayim. It's interesting how the keflayim works here in the other direction, that the Noah is not allowed to be by Hegdish, by Karka more than Shtus, and it goes probably both ways. The Toibus Hegdish or the Rosh Hegdish, he say that if there's a Noah of a Shtus, then it's bottled. Because it goes in a ratio of double, so in this case it's half. Half of a Shlish is a Shtus. Half of a Shtus is a Yud base. So we say that that's how it works, the ratio of a Noah that comes to Hegdish. Even Rashbag is going to agree that if there was a Noah Shtus by Karka, it's a problem. But that's similar to a shlish of Hediot. Omer Abiyud, Memadat Omer Shani Hegish Atoyvis Yushnishon, Ada Omer Sheim Yimtzu Shuman, Im Matzu Misha Oime Mechir, Shisham Oisa, Arei Tekef Kano, in a Yochel Agiz Bilach Shem Machzil. So what is he proving here? She'em Machzil. Ein Agiz B'Yochel Lachzil. We say that we see from this din that there's such a concept that Amirosai, so the Amir is going to be in the favor of the Lekeich also. That was that if they got already to the point where they started the Shum, that's already nikneh for this person. You cannot take it away from him. That's part of the deal. This halacha, that Toifus Rishon is also going to be a benefit. That if you find the money that the Bezdin made the Shuma, you cannot say, oh, let's try more, let's try more. You cannot, you give it to him. See, repeating this halacha. At Shuma Machliten. Die besnit, see in a Mishnah this halacha. That what? That if you found the Shuma, you cannot, you don't try anymore. You don't try to not to wait 30 days. Maybe you can get something better. It says Shuma Yanam Friches is a serious Michenbot. Meshach is a serious. Al Mat Shuma Machliten. And we're talking here, there's no achraza. If it's achraza, then it's against Bukairis, it's even more than a shtus. So if it says Michenbot, it means without achraza. So we see from here, if you don't finish the achraza. Matter if you don't even if you didn't make b'chlal achraza. He said that if they found the shum, it's kayim. They started the achraza, they can end it if they found the shum. Makes a dik. Neshe pichsu a siru. Aber matzi shumen machliki. Then when they made achraza, they found the shum. They don't continue. They don't make achraza for these things. Kohen Bakim Yas Leis do Moshe Eved Leis Hador. So Eved Nivde B'Shleisha Shli Yivrach. When they in, and when they finish Kastir Kohen Med Kais B'Am, when Adam Shekan Ben Choyv. The Adam that we're talking here is talking about Ben Choyv. It says Domain, not talking about Eved Shekan. Hani Vashlami B'Shem V'Yad. Also, Ilik Kimla Boy Mevet Karbana. And when they Ben Pat and Ben Shadoz Ben Pat, they can name B'Shem Zikyan Echa and came back. Okay, we'll stop here. This is so we pass on the mice like Mishengim Leo that Pichsu Shtis Mishman Kai. If it's more than a shtus, not. We said at shlish we said, right? If it's a shlish, it's Mishman Bot. Okay, the end of Daf Samach Gimel.